Yo. Oh, we good?
Oh,
there you go.
There we go. I didn't know you were going to live there. I'm like, I thought it was
Oh,
going to
yeah. No, I was going to wait till the countdown got done because I've already got a bunch of messages of people who were like, hey, man, are you going live? We're waiting. So I was like, all right, screw it. Let's just do it.
There we go. Let's kick it off.
So, man, episode 4 already, Disturbing the Peace. Logan is getting on momentarily, probably within the next 8 minutes, probably. He's at his daughter's swim class, so I guess it's running a little behind tonight. So
He's in the middle of winter. What the heck is she swimming for?
Yeah, I really don't know. But so yeah, anyways, episode 4. We got Chad's Loud on here.
Yeah, buddy.
Joining us for some general talk. We'd like to talk to Chad and see how he got into car audio and his build and his inspirations and that kind of stuff. So
heck yeah.
Maybe give a few more minutes, get some more people on here.
Yeah.
Dive into it too far.
Have to be repeating myself up in here.
Yeah, you already know it. I usually maybe about 5 minutes or so, but
yeah, that's cool, man.
So you said you still have sorry, I was just reading a comment. You still have snow.
Yeah, we got snow like crazy over here, man. It's nuts. I'm hoping that it goes away this week.
Yeah, me too. It was just in like the 60s here. And then it dropped to like 30s right now.
Yeah, well, consistently 30s here. I'm looking at the weather right now for this following week. Still looks the same way, but starts getting clear. That's good. I can start doing some work on stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of strapped for room in my garage right now with
the same boat.
You already know I got to clear stuff out because Logan's actually coming Friday after work. He's coming for the weekend. We're going to try and get my enclosure built in the trunk over the weekend.
Hey,
yeah,
very nice.
Hopefully. I had somebody ask me on TikTok, y'all just having a conversation on TikTok by yourselves? Well, I don't know.
Damn straight.
I don't know if
you feel free to join. There's a comment section.
He's in the comment section. I mean, that's usually how it works. You go live and bullshit
like a podcast. People. It's like people talking to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, you go on and bullshit with people in the comments. I mean, I don't know what other things that you do in live. I don't twerk. I don't play games. I don't know what you want from me. We're here to talk.
So I got a question for you, man. With because we figure we'll wait for some more people to join in before going deep diving into mine.
Sure.
With your steel plate that you're putting on your front for your subwoofer, how are you going to attach Are you just going to have wood attached to the plate and bolt it in, or?
So how it's going to be is I'm going to have one layer for a baffle picture, I guess, and then the steel plate is going to be on the backmost, the rearmost baffle. And then it'll be the main baffle for the enclosure. And then there'll be a dress piece that'll fit into the opening of the trunk.
Okay.
From the seat side.
I gotcha. All right, nice.
I think all 3 pieces are going to be attached as one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping anyways. If not, there might be a 4th piece. And then I guess three layers for the baffle plus the dress piece.
Sheesh.
But the baffle, the steel, I drilled and tapped myself. And if you've ever drilled steel before, you know how the drill bit walks on you a little bit. Well, let's just say that most subwoofer baskets, you can just barely get a 1/4 inch, like 1/4 20 bolt. Yeah, if that. I know that I had to clean my Sundown tool baskets out with a 1/4 inch or probably 1/4 inch drill bit, and just to be able to get the bolts through. So yeah, those holes didn't line up that good. So
that sucks.
So what I'm going to do is drill the holes to 5/16.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to use, like all thread couplers.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
They're probably like 1.5 inches long. So I'm going to take those. I'm going to put a bolt through the front side of that steel baffle and tighten it down.
Yep.
And I'm going to weld that coupler nut to the back side of the baffle. So I'll have
All right. Yeah.
I'll have 1.5 inches of threads to hold that Inhuman in.
Nice.
Once I get it, I'm not really worried. What's up, Jay? I'm not really worried about the SDDN. I mean, probably the two layers of wood would probably be enough for that. But that Inhuman's a whole nother, 84 pounds heavier. So I'm definitely I got to count on that steel.
I love the sneak peeks Jacob's been sharing of all the what do you know what I'm called, the ZV7s and that new, what is it, the M series?
Yep, he's got the M series. Yep. The ZV7 is coming out. The M series should be out pretty soon, I think. The ZV7 is not going to be out for a little while. He's just doing the first prototype of it right now. And then he's got another one that's probably coming out next year, which is the NTK, which is the Not Today Kyle. That's for Kyle Klippo Rutherford.
All right, nice. Like another like SDDN limited run.
Yeah, it's gonna be a limited run. I want to say I can't quite remember 100%, but I want to say it's like a 4-inch coil, maybe.
No crap, huh?
Yep. Oh, we got.
Oh, that'd be different for Sundown.
Yeah, 4-inch. And oh, what just happened?
Oh, we're still here.
Nope. Log tried to get in and it kicked him out or something. I'm not sure.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, I got a center punch before drilling, Jay. You're not wrong. I may have been in a hurry, but
yeah,
I was trying to get that done before. There we go.
Yo,
I was trying.
Hey, it's the log.
How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, Jessica?
Great.
Nice to see you again, Chad. It's been a while. Hey,
nice to see you too, buddy.
Nice. Got an easy
nice little napkin there. I appreciate that. I don't have anything to float it with yet, so.
Oh, hold on. I think I got the same color next to me.
Hey!
I have one over there. I'm too lazy to get up.
Oh man.
So where are we at right now?
We were just BSing about the car.
We just got done with my life story. We were gonna start diving into Mike's.
Yeah. Hey, Log, I'm on TikTok too, but I had to do it like this because they kicked me off the live creator program.
Oh, nice.
Only because I haven't been live on my phone for like 15 days or something.
Oh,
so
well, that's weird. I imagine I'm kicked then too.
Yeah, maybe. We're all on vacation.
I should be able to get the comments now. I didn't have the comments up.
Oh yeah, I didn't even.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So
we're just talking to ourselves.
we got
I gotta get my shit together
in the chat. We got Jeff Schneider, Colin Buckeye, Brandon.
Man, we're loading up in there.
Man, the chat's going crazy. Fuck the snow, Lori said earlier.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh,
nope.
Lori was
Isaac, I from Coventry Car Audio. I want you to delete the pictures you sent me because I don't want to look at nothing. Until
you can send them to me though, Isaac.
Yeah, you could send them to Log. I don't mind, but I'm not opening your message until you tell me you deleted them.
I may have screenshotted them and saved them to my folder there. He builds nice banks.
Yeah, they are nice. I already have one, a 43.5.
Yep.
But, he's built me a 29. I think it's a 29 amp hour even.
That'll be pretty beefy for the workbench.
Colin Buckeye.
Yeah, huh? Like overkill for a workbench. That's solid though. That's good.
You know, I only wanted like a 14.5 amp hour, but they said, why don't we just go on a 29 amp hour? Love you too, Colin. Bye.
Let's see.
There we go. Oh, geez. Still catching up on the comments here, folks. So Chad.
Yeah. Chad's loud.
Tell us.
He's trying to be.
Tell us, Chad's loud. What got you into car audio?
Yeah.
It was at first it was my father. He had two Savard Professional 12s.
Wow.
And it was just like back in the day when I was real young. And he actually ended up putting those in my sister's car. She was the first one to have bass before me. She had those same two Savard 12s in the back of a Neon. And I loved bass and everything, but I didn't know that there was like the level of bass that's out there today. And even I get it was out there back then, but it was like the most I had ever experienced was like 1,000 watts, like 2,000 watts.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember the thing that set it off for me, I was actually at a campground and I was at a Dunkin' Donuts outside the campground. And I remember hearing someone drive by and I felt it in my chest. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I remember the guy pulled over and I ran over to him. I looked in the car and he had 415s just in a big porta box. I was like, holy crap. He turned it up. I'm like, wow, I've never felt anything like that in my life. I can't believe that. And then after that, I fell in love with Sundown. I was the Sundown fanboy. I had the two Sundown SA12s on SAE 2000D, and I was going to do all mids and highs and everything. And then, whatchamacallit, I ran the Sundown SA12s for a little while, went up to the Sundown SA15s, and then I started looking into the social media thing, and then I found out about Ruckus and Chill. So Ruckus and Chill 2022 was the first time I went to like one of these big shows. So I'm not some guy that's been in the scene for like, a decade or something like that. I've had systems and stuff, but it was all really small time stuff. Yeah. I went to that Ruckus and Chill with my sister on 2022 and it was like mind blown. The vehicles I saw, it's like, what the heck? You see just the wind and everything, the pressure. It's like I fell in love. Yeah. Absolutely fell in love with it. And then I signed on to social media and I seen everything happen. And it was like, wow, it's like crazy, the community for this thing. So I fell in love with it there. And then right when I got back from that Ruckus and Chill trip in 2022, I went right back. I ripped everything out of my truck. I'm like, no way. I'm no more half-assing. I'm balls to the wall, just like the rest of these guys. Went out all out. What I thought was all out. And little did I know, go to one show, blow both subs. Now I ripped everything out again, doing it all over.
Jeez. Yeah, it's an addiction for sure. It's
Ruckus and Chill. Honestly, Ruckus and Chill is what really got me into this level of wanting to commit to this extent of it, to put this much funds and time and everything into it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and the hobby as a whole too gave me a whole new confidence in myself. Because I didn't really have much, what I'm saying? I played like guitar and stuff like that, but I didn't really have any like cool hobbies or anything. And this was something that was like right up my alley because I'm like all about like the STEM life and IT and everything. And so much of that takes place in this hobby. And it's,
everything.
It's cool, man.
Dude, it's awesome, man. I mean, I hate seeing people talk bad that don't understand it. Like you're either in it or you're not in a way. Yeah. And it's like, I know me and Log have talked about this before, but like my neighbor, for instance, was like, oh yeah, I used to have that back in high school. It's like, dude, no, you didn't, first of all. And this shit's crazy, way crazier. Like the stuff I had in high school too was like, a stock 60 amp alternator and a MTX Blue Thunders on a JBL BPX 1200.1 amp with a stock lead acid battery under the hood. Like, enclosure, no fucking idea how that was even, how that even worked. Never was calculated, like, this looks about right, blah, blah, blah. Throw it all together. It makes noise, but
it still works though. That's the thing. You can get all technical and get crazy into the numbers, but it's like even the crappiest of systems, like they still fill the cabin with bass. They still accomplish the goal.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
Yep.
So what's going on, Chad, with the build?
My God. Jesus. Everything's blown, everything's ripped out, everything's torn to shreds. Nothing on the back wall. I got no battery in there, no amps in there right now.
Oh no!
I got all piles, everything. I'm Mike J mode right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a battery.
He's got me on that. So like, good.
I did just put my that 43.5 amp hour skid bank from Coventry Car Audio in there maybe Monday, I think, after work or something like that, because I had to make sure the floor was in for Mr. Log when he comes here on Friday after work, because we're gonna be getting down and dirty on this enclosure in the trunk. So that's it. I got a head unit and a battery and one Neo Pro 6.5. That's it.
There we go. The Chad's under construction.
Yeah, there we go. Love it.
I'm telling you, man, I'm really chasing that 160 with a passion this year. I really want to get it. I think I can do it. I know, like to most people, it's not really that significant of a thing, but to me, it is.
It really is, though.
You want to do it while playing music, though.
Yeah,
demos and
not at 50 hertz, preferably. You know.
Yeah.
At the headrest too.
Yeah.
What's better, the squids or the yin yongs? The sibs by far are way better than yin longs, to my understanding.
Skibs,
they're like yin longs on crack.
Yeah, seriously, you're not going to find a better lithium than Skib.
Well, I'm going to be running that LFP. That's the main thing that's holding me up right now from like really doing anything with my build. Is I got a guy, Chance Daly, who's going to be trading me JP63 for my old bank, which was the 90 amp hour yin longs. But I can't trade the guy that until the battery that I won from dropping hertz ships. So until that XMAX 90 ships, like I'm like between a rock and a hard spot. I'm like, I can't really do anything. It sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. That new battery.
Yeah, I'm hoping it holds up to it. I know I'm like going to be pushing it because it's like I got a second JP234 coming in, so it'll be 4,800 watts on the mids and highs, and then 2 JP63s at half ohm. So I mean, theoretically, like 20-ish thousand. I have no idea what the heck they're going to clamp.
Y'all going crazy on those mids and highs. I don't
even have like the speakers to put in them yet. I don't even know if I'll have them ready for TDH, the mids and highs. I still might have it the same setup I had last show.
You said 4,800 watts on the mids and highs? 2
JP234s and an audio control LC 4.800. So I use the audio control for like the bullet tweeters, things that don't need much power. And then the 2 JP234s, one of them I can bridge both the channels, get a bunch of power for the main mids, and then have all the extra stuff to wire down.
It's crazy. What are you putting in there for mids then?
I don't have a full plan yet. Right now, I was talking with Jeff and doing Sierra and doing like a 10-inch and then 4-inch. And then it's like I'm looking at my door trying to see if I want to go the wood panel route, if I want to try and fiberglass it. I don't know how it's going to be with the JP63s at half and the new subs. I don't want to go in fiberglass and have the thing crack on me. But the plan right now is to get whatever I can in the front doors, whether it's 110 or I'll do like 3/8 and 3 horns or something like that. And then just start putting the speakers behind me because I didn't have any speakers in the trunk. Yeah, there we go. The Neo Pros.
Bro, if you could eliminate one of those you could eliminate both those 234s and get a smaller amp and put out more with one of these on low power. Like I'm talking 150 watts a piece, dude. And they're louder. They're insane, dude. I can't say enough about those speakers, man.
I figured I'll go extra on the amps for the mids and highs because from all the research I've done, it seems like the best way to get good sound quality out of those like class D4 channels is to just overpower and not run, like overwork it.
Yeah, headroom.
I would optimally, I'd like to go like Salt 2000.6 if you want to, put in some recommendations for it. You got to sit on
right here. I got one right behind me. That's what I was using on my test bench.
That thing's a monster amp.
It is.
Overheating issue. Good.
Yeah, go ahead, answer Levi.
Yeah. So no, I haven't had many like overheating issues. I've gotten it hot when I had forgotten to turn on my fan. But as long as you have like a Sparked Innovations fanny, honestly, you shouldn't have any issues. My temperature does not raise all crazy ever since I got a fanny. That thing keeps it cool. I haven't had any issues with the 63s.
I actually had with the JP23 version 1.5 because I ran about 3 of them now. I have never killed one of them either, but I've ran those things nonstop, like 50 degrees Celsius, 51 degrees Celsius. Wow. So hot. You put your hand on it, it's like, holy crap, that thing's hot. The JP63s, I never got to put the fanny on the JP23, so I never got to give it a good test. But the JP63 with the fanny, I could not get it over 105 Fahrenheit. Nice. That was at Ruckus 2 days in a row, beating the crap out of it. I parked right in the sun. Like, phenomenal, that fanny.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to run through these comments so we can catch up.
Yeah.
Thomas, what's safer to run? Skib.
Yeah, any LTO will be a safer bet.
Yep.
Really hoping my LFP doesn't blow. 8K for doors.
Joey's got 8K for his doors, bro.
That's Joey's on my team.
That's insane.
Rogue. All right, so you're
Rogue.
saying to compete with the Sundown Neo Pros. They got the Rogue Neos.
Man, you know what? I can't wait till this season. I just want to say that right now because
it's gonna be lit, man.
Dude, everybody's going fucking ham.
It is, bro.
Period. Everybody's going ham on everything, and I really want to. I've always been a minimalist.
Yep.
Not because the level of difficulty. Obviously, I build trunk car, but
yeah.
I don't know. I personally don't believe that a million mids and highs can beat some high end quality.
It'll never sound as good. But from the Northeast coast where I reside, stunt walls are all the fad.
Yeah,
dude.
They don't even got subwoofers over here. Everyone just got compression horns and tweeters, and
we have a small community here that has stunt walls and stuff. And I remember the first time I saw a stunt wall was a handful of years ago here at like a charity event, and like there was a DJ. It was all outside, like it was just like a car, bike, truck show, like. Bring whatever show. I brought my dune buggy out there, and all of a sudden, like in the back parking lot, forever away, like the Mexican guys pulled up, and dude, the stunt walls. They opened up the hatch, pulled out like all this stuff, and I'm like,
they pull out that it's a post with like a 6 equalizer box.
They were so far away, and I'm like, I could barely see that, like what they were doing. I could just see that they had the hatch.
But you could hear it clear as day, though.
Oh, the DJ had to stop.
Nice.
The DJ had to stop. I could not believe it.
Man.
Jessica Day, she's got her and her husband.
All Neo Pros. Oof.
Bro, she has they have crazy builds going on.
Flexing. Definitely flexing.
165 at 20 hertz, man.
Eric,
that's another level.
He's gonna be.
I don't want the problems that come with a vehicle at 165 at 20 hertz.
Oh. Yes, your eyes were playing tricks on you. I went through and like at first I was in the same boat, Brandon, but I like smacked them together. And I was like, oh no, those are the same. So they are the same. Yep.
No, Thomas, not Ying Longs. Honestly, not only because we deal with Coventry Car Audio, but the skib cells are right now. It's the safest and most efficient and economically that's the best thing to run right now, in my personal opinion.
Have you seen that new battery tech that Kyle's going to be running?
Yes, I actually
the lithium, no lithium or something.
Yeah, it's sodium or whatever.
Oh, that's what it is. It's sodium. I didn't do research on it. I remember I seen like Brad Schultz sharing some information about those cells, saying they were like brand new.
I actually have a line on those log.
Really?
Yes. We can
safe temperature for JPC. I ordered those same stickers. I thought those stickers were cool as hell. I seen those straight clipping ones with the retro theme. I ordered like 6 of them.
I'm manifesting Kyle.
He'll be on.
He'll shut off 130, 140. Yeah, I was gonna say like the same thing around there to Levi. Yeah. Like 52, 55 Celsius. That's where mine goes in a thermal protect.
Yep. But it comes right back out.
Yep. Although I don't know, I always wanted to know, maybe you guys know. So like on the, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, the inductor coils or the transformers, whatever, on the amplifier, you see like the hot glue around the bottom of it. And it's just, I guess it's just for vibrations, whatever. As you start overheating that amp on a daily basis, say you're running at 45 Celsius nonstop, that stuff dries right out and it just turns to like a white dust. Would you guys ever put fresh hot glue back in its place?
It's not, I would put epoxy in there.
Or epoxy?
Yep.
I just put mayonnaise on it.
He's like, I just put some mayonnaise on there, spray painted gold, call it a day, bro.
Exactly, dude.
170 out the gate for Hurricane DeClue. Hey, if DeClue's on here right now, me and Log would like to formally invite you to an episode. Not sure a date yet, but we'll get with you.
Yeah, would love to sit down with you.
Yep, sodium ion. Yeah, I do have a line on those, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, see what happens. Kyle's
Isaac Doherty just sent some stars there. He needs an oh yeah. Let's give it to him. 1, 2,
Hey.
3. Oh yeah.
Aaron and Isaac dropping them stars. Let's get a star party going on, guys.
Yeah.
So actually, so the cartoon style vehicle arts is actually Richard Drzuski. I can't even pronounce a dude's
I think
name.
you're pretty close on that.
I actually did mine because you just do it yourself in Bing AI image creator. It's not that difficult. You just have to write like some 6-paragraph essay to explain what
You
you
have to be
want.
specific. Yeah. And if
Yeah.
you're not paying for it, you only have like 10 shots or something a day.
Yeah, and then you have to wait like in between generations. But yeah,
Yo, what's up, Jeff?
Aaron asked what kind of trunk build are we doing this year.
he's doing the craziest trunk.
I'm
build.
doing a very mild build in the trunk in my
Just tell him
Malibu.
254 square inches of.
It's not that crazy though, to be honest with you, because for one, it's not good. At the beginning, it's going to be a no wall. Okay, seats are going up, nothing mounted on the seats. All the amps, all the equipment's in the trunk, and it's a single 18.
He said humbly.
Mm-hmm. It's a
I mean, it is still
18.
pound
Gets me from one song to another.
It is just a single 18. Log, you can tell them what you got going.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna run my 4th order for TDH.
Yep.
But I'm gonna have the 2 JP63s on the 2 ZV5s. And if I don't destroy them, or even if I do destroy them,
when you destroy them,
yeah, after TDH, the whole build's getting ripped out, and I got a lot planned. Mike knows what's going on. Just
flat wallet, foreign humans.
Gonna be doing some mods. Yeah. No, it'll be all in the trunk still. Everything in the trunk. Even gonna want to move the mids and highs amps in the trunk for the ideas that I have going on. There's just a lot of things. There's some vehicle mods.
Yeah, I understand.
To be done, but I'm going for a 6th order. And it's gonna fit.
Yeah, you're gonna need a solid flat form in there, man.
And he's
no way that's gonna fit in the trunk. No way.
Oh yeah, I got ideas.
even though Log and myself, we go. So I like slot port, driver's side slot port. He's a 4th or a 6th order guy, but we still build the same. All the equipment stays in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean, a lot of people end up taking all the back seat out, and they build into the cabin with all their equipment, batteries and amps and wiring and all that stuff.
Yeah,
we both build, except for your 2 mini maxes.
They're in the trunk. You fold those back
behind the seats.
They go all the way up.
They are in the trunk. All right.
The only
so does that keep you in the trunk class, like Mike? When you have if you're gonna have just like that one panel with the 18 flush mounted there?
Yeah.
So that keeps you in trunk class.
Okay, so when I said flush mount, it's gonna sit behind. So there's like an steel that's like that thick so it's gonna be on the back side of that, like in the trunk side. So nothing will protrude past that opening. So when I can close the seats and still play. Like, and I don't have to worry about my surround hitting the back of the seat or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thinking of swapping amps, Aaron.
Oh.
He's thinking of swapping amps. Aaron just got the Ruthless, I think.
Didn't he have some Ruthless audio in there?
Yeah, I think he had one 8500 and he was going to 2. I'd be surprised if he switches from Ruthless.
Helicopter time.
Isaac the helicopter. Not on public stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we're not balling. We're small time, man. We don't got.
I'll be back here on Facebook under a new profile tomorrow. Chad's allowed too.
Eric, we don't have 16 15s in the back. We're only dealing with 2 at most. All 3 of us.
Yeah,
drivers.
Hey, Eric Humphreys with the stars. Thank you, Eric. Guy always looks nice. He's a good guy. Hump audio.
He is a good guy. Yep.
Jeff gave some stars too. Thank you, Jeff.
Appreciate you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh man, I am modifying my box because I made some significant screw ups, not with my design, but with just assembly. Like I didn't account for. So, well, one was design. So, one made the box way too goddamn big. Everyone told me about it. Yeah, it's true. I get it. So I'm gonna shrink that thing down, probably like a half a cubic foot. So I'm just gonna take like 4x4s, put them in the corners for extra bracing, take up volume, and then the port. Putting another 3/4 inch material in the bottom part of the port so I can knock down the port area. She'll put me around 225 inches squared.
Okay.
So hopefully a little bit better for the power, because I'm telling you, I think if I keep my box the way it is right now, throw those subs in there and try and put 2 JP63s at half, they're gonna bottom out on like 30 seconds. So shrinking that down. What's up?
Were you bottoming the subs out or anything?
I didn't, bro. But if they're rated at 34 millimeters of X Max, I'm pretty sure I was playing 33.5 millimeters of X Max the whole show, every note. It's just not good for the soft parts. It's like just too much, way too much. Now moving. It looked real cool.
It's Log knows the enclosure I built for my X's. It was like 5.5 cubes. The port area was fine, but the airspace was too much, and I was slapping the formers off of the backplate, dude. I mean, it was scary sounding, but man, they held up for a while, and I finally blew the triple joint apart. Actually, no, I blew the cone apart around the triple joint, and it basically blew the whole former right through the front of the cone.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was rough.
Insane.
Get that carbon cone.
Actually the recones I got, I did epoxy treatment on the backside.
I was almost considering doing it to the MT 4x4s. Like I could always flip them over and do it, but I'm like, I'll probably try them regular first, because it probably helps a little bit with that. Like if you have too much movement going on.
Yeah, it did help. It helped a lot, actually.
Plus, I've heard it lowers the FS as well. The FS on my subs is stupid. It's like 32 hertz for some reason.
Oh yeah, you should have done that. I mean, you still can, right? Did you recone your subs yet?
So the HCs, yeah, I already did. So I kind of can't with those, but like I could apply it to the back of the ones that's already built. No, I ain't gonna make it.
You could. What's up, Brian?
Well, what's up, Brian?
Hey.
How you doing tonight?
We're just talking some of the best audio equipment in the house. Just saying. Wait a minute. Put that down.
Oh, hey, Chad.
It's not even together right now. Give it a break.
Hey, I know Aaron said he wanted to get on the live stream. We're trying to keep it 3 people because, as I've noticed, we've done it ourselves, and I've noticed other streams, you get more than 3 people, and it's no longer an ABC, and it's like everybody's trying to talk at the same time, and like, A, it drags out, B, you don't get to hear what someone just said, and it just gets crazy. So I will offer you, though, another time. We can get you on another time.
Aaron's going with a ruthless 10K at 0.35.
Dang, he's getting dangerous.
Why are you wiring so high?
Log. I
don't like the jokes like that. And then the other joke that's going around where people are saying like 30 hertz is mid bass. That hurts my feelings, man. I got the shirt to prove it. See, only lows.
Hey,
there we go. That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a nice fitting shirt too. Feels like it's good quality.
That was pretty funny. I don't think I told Log how that all went down, but
I went and ordered that shirt.
I basically had a box of shirts over here left that I kind of forgot about, which sounds stupid, but ADHD. And I was like going through my office trying to clean stuff up. Actually, I got my SDDN out, was what it was. And I'm like, oh, what's in this other box? Oh shit. I have like $1,000 worth of shirts in here. You probably sell those. So I had posted them, and then your sister she messaged me and said, hey, do you have this size shirt? And I said, yeah, I have one. So she's like, I'll take it and give me, this other size too. So it wasn't even, I swear it wasn't even 3-4 minutes later, you messaged me, you're like, hey, do you have this size shirt? And I'm like, no, I actually just sold the last one. And your sister was like, don't tell him that. Don't tell him. And she's like, I can't believe he asked you. Like, he messaged you.
I wanted that shirt so bad, bro. It was like in between paychecks for me and everything, and I'm like broke for buying all the stereo equipment. I'm telling them like, hey, you could list it on the site, man. I'll PayPal paying for that bitch.
Yeah, I was like, you were bummed that I didn't have any left, but at the same time,
I was like, really?
I'm like snickering, texting you back, and then me and Lori are messaging too, and I was like, he has no idea, and she's like, all right, just keep it a secret, mail it to my PO box, yada yada. So that was
a
pretty funny.
surprise.
Where's my shirt?
I can't wait to see what I'm able to do to this bad Johnson. I can't appreciate you guys enough for that. Yeah, buddy, I love it.
So when's Lori gonna float that?
It'll be a little while. She's got to do electrical if she wants to do that.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
I mean, it's like the 218s. It might not be enough for me. You know what I'm saying? She sells her car. I pass down mine. Get into a Tahoe.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I'll tell you, man. Good.
Brandon and Jeff want some of those shirts. Right now, I think I only have like large, medium, and smalls, which don't beat me up. I've already been beat up enough about this.
All 2X and 3X, bro.
You know what? XLs I ordered the most of. It's like a pretty typical size, and they were out in like a few days. I swear. I mean, plus I hogged up a couple, but I'm putting another order in soon. I just got to get enough. I spent $1,200 on shirts, because all these people were like, "Oh yeah, I'll get a shirt, and then the time came and I spent the money, got the shirts, and it was kind of cricket. So I was like,
these are available in your size, though. You can ask me for the link. They're available in your size.
Whatever.
He also has pillowcases, Stanley cups, bottle caps, shoelaces,
shower sponges, whatever you need. It's got my face on it.
I respect the grind.
I tried to do that on the Amazon, and I have a business. I have a LLC. I have like all this actual business stuff, and I put all this information in. Like I've been on Amazon since they came out, so like quite literally, I've spent tens of thousands, at least over $100,000 personally on Amazon since they've been open, and they denied me the merch account. And I was like, "You've got to be."
But they give it to Log with none of that.
I don't mean to laugh so hard at that, but that's pretty freaking funny, man.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. That's all right. He's gonna straw purchase some shirts for me.
Oh yeah.
What's everyone's plan for Valentine's Day? I'm gonna invite both my MTs into my bed at the same time. 8 coils. I mean 8 coils, 8 magnets in that bed.
All right, Brandon, I got it. I got you, boo.
You know that everyone buying those size small shirts is only buying them to float it because they can't float a large.
Hey, on sale today.
Yeah,
on sale today. Float shirts. Like, come on, guys.
I love it.
Working on your build. So my Valentine's Day, my daughter, who is 14, actually offered to cook dinner for me and my wife, Christy.
Nice.
And she's in culinary class at school. So she actually, I think it was like last Friday or Thursday, they cooked steak in their culinary class, which is kind of crazy. But she came home and cooked my son a steak. He gets home late from the gym and stuff, so she offered to cook him a steak. And boys, I had a bite of it. That was quite literally, I've never had a better tasting steak in my life, period.
Wow.
So, they went to the meat market today and they got a bunch of stuff for dinner for tomorrow night. So that's what she's doing.
That's nice.
Yep. Yeah. Logan? I think for me, well, they put it on hump day for a reason.
Whoa.
You're watching, Log.
Sorry. No, I'm just gonna be doing the same stuff, I might try to get my 63s in because I'm this close to getting them in. I have all of the 0 gauge all crimped, heat stringed, cut, ready to go. I even have my grounds ran to the bank. I just have to do the positive, do a couple little other things, and honestly, I could have it playing by tomorrow night. Who knows? And completely shredded. Who knows? I'll try to make it last through the weekend.
We know you all too well, so
I'm like trying to keep a straight face, and I see like at the bottom of the screen, "I'll float, Chad. Better not penetrate in the cone."
I got you, Brandon. I'll send you a link.
I gotta tell you though, because you asked me earlier, like, "Oh, I wanted to bring you on," kind of ask, like what you give, what you take from this community, and it's right there, man. I give humor to this community, and I take knowledge.
That is true.
Love it. I love your content too. Like the first video that I seen that you posted and did some editing on, like I was rolling, dude. I loved it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta get off my ass.
Such a natural
effort. The amount of work it takes to actually just put clips together and edit them, the time is like ridiculous.
All the little things that you could change, like that, getting that split second off the end of the clip to make it sound just right or anything.
Dude, it takes so much. That's why I don't really do videos. I'm not very creative in that manner, but I have done a few, and it takes too much time. I don't have the attention span for one, and it's not something that's on my top priorities to do. And I have too much other shit to do.
Yep, about the same way.
Yeah. Now, what about what made you want to start designing and building? Was it just like me being
so that's actually funny. That is when I actually went to build my box a while ago. I was in the design phases, and I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. I went and paid what's his face, Mark, Car Audio Fabrication. And I just got him at a busy time of the year. That was all. So like he sent me a cut sheet, and there was a couple cut sheets in there that weren't for my box, and then there was a cut sheet missing. So I was all confused with the thing. And it was like time critical because like the guy that was gonna help me put the box together, the guy my dad works with, because I'm not a woodworker myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning all this stuff. I have all the tools to do it, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta learn how to do it all properly. But I went to start doing it, and he didn't have the cut sheets, and I was all pissed off. So I decided right there, I was like, screw it. I'm like, I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to start reading the loudspeaker design cookbook. I'm just going to start watching videos, going on forums, on Reddit, on the Car Audio Reddit, on Facebook groups, making posts. That's what it was. I fell in love with it from there. And it's like, oh man, it's like I started seeing how simple it is, like for the most part. Not when you're talking about like a 6th order series and stuff like that, but like seeing how simple it is with just like cross-sectional port area and then box volume and port length, and you're free to do whatever you want with that.
Yep.
And then I seen SketchUp, and I started playing around with SketchUp, and it's like, oh, this is freaking amazing. It's like I can like design things visually. Then I take that visual design, put the actual dimensions into like Term Pro, and I can actually see what I designed by eye, how it is, like tuning wise. And if it's a really like aesthetically cool looking design or something, I can keep it as is and just shrink down the dimension to actually make it functional or whatever.
Yep.
But then I started falling into all these caveats where it's like you go to offer a service, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm offering enclosure designs. And people call you right out on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a design where I had one subwoofer that was front firing and one that was top firing.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I didn't realize, you know what I'm saying, that they would have phase cancellation with the two of them firing like that. I wasn't thinking about the sound waves. I was just thinking about air just expanding and refracting. And it's like you run into all those different little caveats, and it's like that's the fun part of learning it. But there's no like one place to go where you can figure all the stuff out.
Yeah.
So it makes you motivated to want to learn how it all works.
Yep.
Plus, I'm still learning. I still got a lot to learn. I'm only like 3/4 of my way through that friggin' book, man. Just see the notes I got in the thing is nuts.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But it's nice though. It's like a nice side because you don't get really the hobby as a whole. Everything is just so ridiculously freaking expensive. Everything input reducers like $17 for an input. It's ridiculous. So it's like it's nice to have like something I can offer where it's like, hey, I can actually get something back from this, even if it's only like $25 for a design or something like that. Something small. It's just something.
Yep.
And then when you actually see like a design, like you see people send you in like build pictures or a video of it playing, it's like, this is freaking awesome, man. Love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. I mean, I started to design my own. I don't design enclosures for people, but I design my own stuff. And I might poke at people. Like ask Log questions and stuff, and a couple other people as I go. But my problem is, and it's the same way DTP came to surface, was I wanted this bass knob, and it was like crazy expensive. And I'm like, bro, I can just fucking build that, guaranteed. Yeah. So I got in Fusion 360, designed it myself, 3D printed it right behind me, and built my own RCA leads and everything, and just did it. And I'm like, boom, and I posted it, and then it took off. And that's kind of what I feel like that's kind of what you did with the.
Yeah.
It might not have been the same factor, but.
Yeah. Hey, and I will tell you, man, the 3D printing, people don't realize the time that goes into that either.
Bro,
yeah.
The time into modeling it and everything, and you print it and it's off by just a little bit. It's like, God damn, I gotta wait 2 hours for this thing to reprint.
What? Yeah, and it, and I get these people want one-offs and stuff.
Yeah.
Or want something that I offer, but in a different setup or configuration.
Yeah.
Like I can do that, but it's going to take me, I can't just do it right now. It's going to take me a few days because I have to design it or redesign it and then print it and then make sure it's kosher, like dimensions wise.
And if it's not, you got to reprint it, and you're not getting paid for that for the filament that you're using or the time that the machine's in use. Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much money I've spent in filament since I had my other 3D printers. Even
I'm waiting for people to start doing the 3D printed speaker pods. I know Drew Jones, Bassaholics, he did a couple like for his office setup, but he doesn't print it for sale.
Actually, you can barely see it, but that white circle back, that's a 6.5 inch. What that ended up being was it was supposed to be a spacer. But I'm like, why can't I just add a baffle to the back of it so I can seal off the mid range?
Yeah, and then stack the spacers, and then you've got a little.
Yeah, so it's basically a baffle with a spacer built in, and I did that forever ago. So Drew, don't think I'm copying what you're doing. I did that forever ago, and I thought about that maybe like a month ago. It kind of re-triggered, and I was like, dude, I could be making these, like, I'm making like this, for instance, it's a tweeter spacer, or you can use it to build out. Like I used it as a template for my router, so I could cut rings for my doors. But I wanted them to be wood, so I used them as a template.
Yep, the 3D printing is the way of the future. That's for
damn sure. It's been so helpful for me, not just in car audio, but.
It's come along big jumps too. Like the printer that you have, Mike, compared to the one that I had whenever I was getting into it, it was like moving at 2 miles an hour, and yours is like a damn cheetah.
Dude, this is crazy. Drew Jones has, I think, 2 or 3 of these now.
Yeah, because he's doing the ports now. He's building aero ports.
Yep. Which I told him for that too. Log, you can back me up on this. Is we talked about this like forever ago, like doing aero ports, right? Remember that, Log?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do an aero port for my car, but you either like big ass ports was out of stock on everything.
Yeah.
You can only get certain dimensions, right? Like whether it was length or the actual size. So like, if you decide you needed like a 6 3/4 inch port, you're not going to buy that unless someone makes it, right? So I got thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to push that off someday. I didn't really have time to do it, but then I see Drew come out with it. I'm like,
too late.
You gotta capitalize, man. You gotta strike while the iron's hot.
I mean, it's still not too late. I mean, I just didn't want to look like I was copying what he was doing. He's probably been talking about it for a while too with a couple of his.
Yeah,
I feel like honestly, like in this industry, like no one can bogart anything unless they have a patent for it. Even with the LF audio, they got the wireless system controller coming out. I'm super excited for it, and I'm definitely going to be getting that. But on the same hand, they got Basshead Garage did like a similar type of deal. No, it's not all the same features and everything, but it's like everyone's ripping everyone
components. Be careful with what components you put on your system.
Yeah.
Some places might not put in the thought to,
Yeah. My signal is only as clean as the dirtiest link.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. And the LF audio ones, those ones are he puts the utmost quality into it.
Dude, he's so
he's got to get those things released, man. I can't wait anymore.
I'm gonna say this kind of and probably backpedal a little bit, but his problem is that he's too meticulous with what which is a good thing, because some other people out there are just wanting to push the product out so they can
the opposite
and start making money, or whatever, be seen.
Good enough people.
Good enough. Yeah. Does it work? I'm in the electrical field, and I see it too often. Like, well, does it work? Like, that's not exactly how your stance should be. It should be, is it perfect?
Yeah.
Especially with something like that. I mean, audio, we have all this problem with noise and all this shit, and he's eliminating that, at least from his point. You know what I mean? I mean, you can still screw it up by putting crappy RCA cables or running your cables.
But he's giving you that best fighting chance at having a clean signal.
He's giving you a really good chance.
And I cannot wait for the day that I can go inside of a store, remote start my car, and then take that wireless bass knob.
I never thought of that. That's awesome.
I like it.
Just like, who's that? I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. I got an HPVM back here on my test bench.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm in the process of setting this up. Isaac's sending me that 29 amp hour battery sometime soon, probably. We'll see if he gets on here.
I almost picked up the HPVM so many times, but I keep seeing the little screenshots and snippets of the version 2, and it's like,
the Pro. Yep. Which, get a hold of me when it comes out.
Brandon, send me another message once the live's over, because I'll try not to forget. But
you're just gonna leave Brandon hanging like that?
Daddy's got
you. It's time of need. Puts you on the spotlight right in the middle of the street.
Well, I put myself on by adding this comment to the main screen.
I'll catch you down in the DMs, Brandon.
He's hoping to have it out by Friday. Excellent.
I'm loving that those logos on those bars.
Man, they did look good.
Man. He's got a good signature too. Isaac already signed a couple of them. But that anodized metal looks so sick on those banks, especially the ones he puts the lights on too. It's like, oh man.
I know. He said he might be putting lights on.
No.
He might be putting lights on mine. We talked about some different features he could do. But I saw a message a couple hours ago or so that he said, and I just saw, you see the message come through, and I think I was on the phone with you, Log. Thankfully I didn't open his message because I don't want to see it till it arrives here. But I told him earlier, you need to delete the pictures that he sent me, so I don't see it.
Chad?
Isaac was saying earlier, what was that? Scan a panel if you have a newer phone with a LiDAR app, and you could do 100% 3D printed doors.
Yeah, you could. It's possible for sure.
Who the hell's got a 3D printer that big?
No, he said do it in sections.
Oh, I got you. Oh, do a section after section and glue it.
I mean, there are industrial 3D printers.
I guess you could send the CAD file out to someone and they could print it out.
Yeah, you could.
Were you going to say something, Log?
Yeah. What's your stance on ponies?
I'm not 100% sure where I stand with them, I guess. I mean, if it's ponies to get me faster, you know what I'm saying? Like horsepower ponies, then hell yeah.
I don't know. I think
my little pony, then hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got something else going on that you need to explain, Chad.
I'm confused about it too, honestly.
You didn't see that? What?
Maybe for another time.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh man. Jeez.
So Chad,
what's up?
When are you pushing the sun down?
I can't do it, man.
Yeah,
I die. I got the sundown UV ones going in the 650, so that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fi with everything, but fi with my build. It's gotta stay fi. And if the MT 4x4 is not enough, then I'm gonna cry because I don't know where to go from there.
One down, dude. So, like that's where to go.
Yeah, I don't know if you could get any better than 2 Inhumans. I'm just saying.
Direct.
I would need like 2 Scar ZVXs or something.
You don't want to break in
and Chad's off the live.
No. Oh,
oh man, oh, it's too funny.
We're not a Scar family anymore.
Yep.
I
got rid of all the Scar.
I got the blackmail unlock. I got the videos to prove it. Look, this was him back in the day.
Dude, he said those sundowns are like way better.
Yeah, I heard him in video. He did the video.
Long.
He was showing the left door versus the right door, and he was walking left to right. I could clearly hear his different left side, way more like full sound, had brighter highs, much better.
Definitely a lot better.
I'm like, man, Chad, you just up there live just to see me about it. Man, I don't know what it is. I just got like a face that people just want to kick me from live streams. I don't get it.
Man.
Yeah, Log. Go ahead with the LCMRs. How'd they turn out?
Yeah, those LCMRs, man. So I had to slightly modify my doors a little bit because like the 10 and the tweeter was a little bit too close on both sides. Since the Scars are like a square kind of tweeter, it just fit better. But then after I was able to get them in, man, it was a clear difference between the left and the right. Like absolutely clear. Like you said, they're way more brighter. It seems like they just do more. And I did not change tuning at all, which is odd that they're doing different things, but still all the same mid bass, if not more. That was one thing that I was concerned with going from the full dust cap to a bullet style.
Yeah. The face plug, yeah, but those look so cool though, man. I gotta tell you, that's one thing. I know the Neo Pro, you're doing your own thing. I get it. You're better in some ways. I get it. But that phase plug, I don't know. I know it's just like a looks thing, but like I always liked it.
It looks cool. The only thing that I'd say is what I would change would be having that logo on the 10. Where's my logo?
Yeah, I noticed that. I was honestly surprised about that. You could just take a sticker and just.
Is Jacob on here? Probably not, but
that's probably what I'll end up doing is putting a sticker on there, trying to get it as close as possible to the ones on the 8 and the 6.5.
I gotta figure out how to get my Vex. Doesn't have, me and Log were talking about this. The Vex doesn't have the sundown on the dust cap. It just looks like it's just all carbon fiber.
All carbon.
Crossfire.
It looks like Crossfire. Come on now.
Man. Have a good one, Jeff. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah. See you, Jeff.
I'm a transducer.
Yeah, the LCMR. What's up, Chop? Yeah, the LCMR is a beast for the price. I mean, what are they, like $50?
Yeah, something around that. I know that they weren't crazy. Like they really weren't.
I'm curious to hear your doors versus Mike's doors. That's what I want to hear.
Mike's he's gotta go way harder than me. Like there's no doubt if I'm louder than him, then you're swapping.
Well, not just by loudness, but you know what I'm saying, by like the whole.
Oh yeah, it should be way clearer. Everything that he's got going on.
I don't know, man.
All of it's wild.
No.
Too much power too. Like how much power do you got on mids?
I've got a 500.4 salt on the Neo Pros, but I'm only using 2 channels for those. Which it'll be about 700 watts between 2 speakers per side. And then the Vex are on the other 2 channels of that 500.4, and those will have way more power available than they'll need. I mean, I don't remember the RMS on the Vexes. Yes, I do.
It's up watts. There. I know that.
They're 300 watts, so I'll have like way more power than I need for all of this stuff. But
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, dude. Like those doors are gonna be crazy.
I love how fast you got your doors put together too. Like in the sense of like you see people like talk about doors for years.
Yeah.
And say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna run this, and I'm gonna fiberglass, and nothing ever gets done. And you're just like, I don't know, I just got 2 days for done.
Yeah. Got doors.
Fuck, Hector. Yeah, I am doing an SDDN until Jacob can give me an Inhuman. In which case, I'm making a 24-hour round trip down to the Sundown headquarters to get that Inhuman.
Oh,
Door
yeah.
Wars. Door
Yeah.
Wars.
Look at Chop. Did you see Chop's doors? Yeah.
No, what's his doors look at?
Bro, he said, I'll battle you. No, the fuck he won't. He's
I
got,
gotta go to his Facebook here.
he's got 610s per door, I believe.
Oh my.
Yeah, 610s.
Stunt walls. He's got
He's got
610s.
two stunt walls.
He's got stunt wall doors, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got stunt walls on his doors. And those doors were the door panels were made by I don't know how you say his name.
Dijon Chubar.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I don't even know how to say it.
It might be right.
That guy's everywhere.
They're nice doors, bro. They're really
$2,000. That's what I was quoted.
I think. Wow. Yeah, for the pair though.
It's really not bad
for the pair shipped. It's not bad in the grand scheme of things. You look at the work that you're getting.
Yeah, single 18, Hector.
Nice.
I'll tell you what though, the door panels, 6 Inhumans. Good lord. The door panels, you said you got them together quick. I feel like I did a lot of thinking on them though. Log nose. I've changed my mind. Legitimately probably a dozen times on what I was putting in those doors. Right
after buying speakers, he's like, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm
gonna. I bought Neo Pro V4s, 4 of them, 6.5s, and I was gonna do 2 10s, 2 6.5s, 2 tweeters. And then I changed it to this, that, and ended up with doing 2 10s and a Vex and 1 tweeter. But yeah, once I got the layout set up, and it's a dude, you really gotta commit.
Yeah,
you're gonna either waste time, money, or pride, and it could suck. And right now I'm fiberglassed and I'm at the finishing stage on them.
Oh yeah.
And,
how many layers of fiberglass you got on there?
I only did 2, and I probably would have done 3 if I was louder as far as the substage. But
yeah, that should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sturdy, dude. It's sturdy.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, you got tweeters in your A pillars too, so
yeah, I've got the stereo integrity carbon M3s plus the M25 tweeters, 2 per side, or 2 each per side.
You gonna tune crazy low this time? I know you already tuned low last time.
No, dude, I don't have the airspace. I'm struggling with the airspace in my trunk right now to fit the single 18 and keep it at like 28, which is what I always shoot for. I can't go any lower, dude. I tried to calculate, and I'm like, can I squeeze another hertz out of it? Like,
just keep shrinking the box and adding power. Enough power will make a small enough box work just fine.
I know.
Yeah, I think we make it work.
Because it's like he's got the big open cab. He's got the doors with like nice soft reflective surfaces. Aside from that, everything's open. Like the cabin resonance in that thing's low as shit, isn't it?
It's great. Dude, it matches. My peak is the same as I tune my box to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you got that low peak. You're going to be throwing SDD in there. It's already going to have a lower FS than the speakers you've been running. Then you're going to switch to the Inhuman. That's probably going to have an even lower FS than that thing.
Yep. If not,
do an external port, man. Do like a long ass arrow port sticking into the.
I could add it in just for demos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tune it like 22 hertz.
Yeah, I could definitely add port, right?
Yeah.
That's
pop it out, roll to the lanes.
Yep. I probably could do that.
Those systems always make me laugh when I see it, and it's like not in a bad way. Like I'm actually jealous of it. But like when I walk up to someone's system and you see like they got the arrow ports and one of them's got the plug in it, and it's like this freaking guy.
Yeah. Hector, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get rid of that SDDN, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of that.
I probably won't. I mean, they only made 500 of them. And I mean, I've already invested in it, and I'm not going to get nearly that much back out of it. So, it'll just stay in my
The
office.
one cool thing is like you spend all that money on like a limited edition subwoofer, and if you went with certain other brands, I ain't saying any names, but it's like you'd probably never get a recone for it down the road. And it's like, with Sundown, that thing's gonna have recones available like 10, 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Lieb, he's already. I had, dude, my SDDN is sitting over here in the box since I got it. I took it out to look at it. I've never hooked it up or nothing. I've took it out like maybe 3 times to show somebody, but Dave already has offered to do a full carbon fiber cone and everything.
I tried getting him to do it for the UV112s. He didn't have the carbon cones. I told him I'd pay a premium, but
the carbon 12s, they were out of stock for a while. I think they got them now.
Oh, sure.
Oh, shit. There you go. You know what? Not this car, but I'd do that in another car. Mike.
Oh, yeah, right, because he's switching away. He's going to the Z's, I think.
That'd be insane to have 4 of those in a car. I'm just saying.
Right. Shout out team, it hurts.
Hey.
So your door speakers in the same airspace. They don't have to be in the same airspace. I think his are.
I mean, the goal. I mean, Charlie knows what he's talking about, and I know what he's getting to. In a way, is yeah, I would seal off one or the other if it got to be too crazy. Like my doors I don't have them separated. The Neo Pros are almost separated from the Vex, but the Vex isn't like I got 6 of them in there. You know what I mean? It's not moving. It's not going to affect the Neo Pros, so I'm not worried about it in my doors. But some of these other doors that have 3 mid bass and 6,
definitely.
Yeah, I probably would definitely separate those.
Yeah. 2 24-inch carbon cones.
He does, man. I saw those. Those things are sweet.
It's funny because when I was looking at my subwoofers, the HC18s that I had when I was first going to build it, I kept looking at the Stereo Integrity HS24s. I'm like, that would look so cool. 224.
Yep. Yeah, I saw one of those. I was down at Sundown HQ, which is where Audio Apex is located, and they build custom subs, and that's who built Charlie Dickerson's. I believe, are those cab motors, Charlie? I think they are, on the 24-inch baskets. But they had a carbon fiber 24-inch cone there, and I set my work phone in where the dust cap sets and took a picture. It's crazy how big those are, man.
Yeah.
You see them in person,
I feel like everyone will always say it's better to go with more coils and more motors rather than like one big subwoofer, but there's just something about seeing a big subwoofer play.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think I might have to get up out of here. It's about dinner time, bedtime.
Shoot, dinner time.
I got you, man.
Dinner, bedtime.
Again, I appreciate the float towel. Make sure everyone checks these things out. If you can't get that microfiber towel up, if you're trying, you're having problems, you're having the air float dysfunction, this is what you need.
Easy floats. It's for us quiet guys.
Right.
Makes us look loud.
Low count drivers.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll see you.
You have a good night.
Have a good one, man.
Thanks.
Just the 2 of us. It's just Mike, Jay, and I.
Yeah. The 10s and the 6.5s in the same space. If they're both mid range,
that's like fine-ish.
You don't want 2 different size drivers playing the same frequency range. You don't really want any overlap, mid bass to mid range. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what that's called. Somebody maybe in the comments will speak up on that, but
I think Isaac actually just said it. Where the heck was it? Destructive interference, cancellation,
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically do. They fight each other. So you definitely, and it's the same thing with the airspace. Like mid bass will end up distorting your mid range.
Like I said, I can't wait for Chad flying down. I'm flying down to Made of Steel because I'm not driving my shit down in
Oh,
Florida.
you are
Like,
flying
no
down?
way. Yeah, so I'm gonna fly down for Made of Steel.
All right.
He said so he can make me lift one of the teams just for fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep getting a few people to bug me to go down to that, but man, it's a haul. I mean, just like
I have to because of my job. I can't take time off at like the end of a school year or the start of a school year. So it kicks off like two of the big shows for me.
yep.
Like that Made of Steel's like that one show I can kind of do in between. It sucks living all the way up here, man. There's just nothing going on around here. Every single show is like 19-hour drive.
Unless you want to do stunt walls.
Yep, unless I want to do stunt walls.
Maybe you
Who
should.
knows? Maybe I'll just do the conversion. I'll rip the subs out, just put a bunch of compression horns in their place.
Oh Lord. Maybe you should start some shows up there.
I'm gonna be trying.
It
I'm gonna be
takes a
trying
while.
this season. I gotta get my shit finally like up together and running.
Yeah, I wish we lived closer
Right?
down to like we want to move to Tennessee or something. That's kind of
Yeah, that's like
That's
a
kinda
nice,
like-
good central area for it.
yeah, it's very central. We can still go down to Florida. It's still not too horrible, but North Carolina's real close. Mississippi, Alabama's got stuff. I mean, the East,
Yeah.
the East from like
You're right in the heart of it.
yeah, dude, it's like right there, like Georgia. Yeah, exactly. Like there's so much stuff down there.
Isaac Doherty, where are you at, Chad? He doesn't know. This dude's on my team. Doesn't
What?
know where I am.
It's just crazy. Kicked off the team.
Massachusetts, man.
Come on. Have you been listening to him?
Right? Jesus. Get
The
in the
accent.
car, Mark.
The accent
Wicked
gives it
smart.
away.
Oh man, I can't wait to get my system fully up and playing though. Just this way, like this season, the events that are local to me, like import face off and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where it's not a car audio competition, but car audio guys go there and they bring the stunt walls. It'll be nice to actually go there and set up the the real bass, actually give demos, impress people. Because I know I'll impress the hell out of people. I could have gone over there doing 150s and impressed people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It doesn't take much when you're not around those huge builds like
No,
Diablo and Duncan D's nuts and
right.
everything.
Ooh, man, everyone's going hard. You got Soul Crusher, who just got the 12 JP83s. That guy's going crazy. You got Steven Duncan doing like the same shit, all JP83s, separated this. Like you said, man, this season's gonna be nuts.
It is going to be nuts. Yeah, I'm in for that. Organize a show around his shop. Yeah, he's only like I don't even know if he's 2.5 hours from me. I don't know if he's that far. I feel like it's closer than that, but
Yeah.
if he was a little bit closer, I probably would just drive up there and get that bank. But I got way too much crap going on trying to get this car done. Logan's coming Friday, but
Yeah.
people
And
trying
never enough time in this hobby.
No, there isn't. I've been trying to. I mean, like I told you earlier, my garage is a mess. I'm trying to get that cleaned up.
Yeah.
Might end up taking Friday off just so I can make sure everything's. I got to go get some plywood
I
and
just spent a whole day doing that with my father, cleaning out that whole garage, going through it because it's just the mess that it makes working on this stuff.
It takes so much time, man. But once you're done, once you're done, I mean, for me, like I'm done usually like once or twice a year though. So
Yeah.
I say I'm done, and then
yeah.
it's like, all right, I got to tear this out and fucking do something different. But
you take it a little bit more to the extremes than most, I'd say. But
yeah, probably. I mean, I've ripped my car apart, I think last season 3 times completely.
it's just like most people like they'll run like 215s and like then they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna rip these 215s out, put these 215s.
No,
in.
I ripped my entire car
And
apart.
I'm gonna go 4.8 212s. Now I'm gonna do a 118. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, last season I almost got the 118 done in time for Ruckus and Chill. It was kind of a goal, and I was a little more ambitious about the timeline than I should have been, and I couldn't get it done. So I just like a day and a half. I built this whole enclosure for 4 8s and put all that in the car on the Salt 8 and put the whole car back together. I had actually taken the seats out of it, the headliner down. I put plywood up in the back 1/3 of the roof.
Yep.
Headliner back up, and that's a nightmare to even do out of that car.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year's a little different. Once I'm done with this build and it's playing and it's back together and it's permanent. The only thing that's going to change is whenever Jake Fuller tells me that he has an Inhuman ready for me, and I'm making the drive down there to swap that out, and
that'll be just a direct swap for
yeah,
the most part.
That's why I'm building the car right now for that Inhuman. I don't know if you saw the mock-up I had. It was a 18-inch tooled basket with a spacer in it and a 12-inch tooled basket attached to it. So it
was like the same size of the motor, right?
Just about. It's like it's 1 inch in diameter smaller than the Inhuman motor.
That's freaking nuts, man.
It's huge.
The size of the magnet on that thing. Jesus.
13 inches in diameter.
Mine are 10.6 on the MT 4x4s. And it's like I look at them, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a huge motor. I don't know what the SDDN is, but that thing's pretty big.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but yeah, that's beefy as well. Yeah,
it's huge, man. This stuff's getting out of control.
What size coil are they putting in that Inhuman? Did they say it? 5-inch?
Yep.
Oh shit, huh?
Yep.
So what do you? You're not just gonna run the one Salt 8 then, right?
Yeah, I'm running a Salt 8. So they did a proto on it, and it actually is pretty damn
efficient.
Yeah, like
damn.
I was thinking I'm gonna need 2 Salt 8s for.
I was just gonna say, I'm like either that or wire it to half.
Yeah, and so after he got the prototype built, he did some testing with it, and he's like, "Man, this is way more efficient than I even thought." And he's like, "You're probably good with a Salt 8 on it, period."
Yeah. It kills me because I seen the post from Jacob Fuller. I think it was today when he posted it too. Something about saying like, "Oh, I never wanted to design," because he was showing different motor designs that he had, and he was saying like, "Oh, I never wanted to design 4-inch coil subwoofers because they didn't need it." He was able to get away with 3 or 3.3 inches. It's like, if you don't need that extra coil, why do it? And it's like so bad. I wanted to comment on it and say it's like because people want to throw a shit ton of power at it. It's like, it's like I wish they would just understand that and release some big giant coil. And it's like, there we go.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy, man. And I for a single 18, I think a Salt 8 is going to be, I think, perfect on both.
Yeah, because they're probably going to put that thing out there like 4,000, 5,000 watts RMS, I would imagine. Because even if you put a 6-inch coil, you know what I'm saying, the suspension can only hold so much.
Yeah, but that thing's going to have 6-inch P2P travel on that thing.
Wow, I know. Right now it's 4 inches, right, for like for the mainstream stuff they have. I think
it's 4-inch or
just a little over 4 inches. Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
But yeah, it's a totally new.
I wonder what size spider landing are they going for?
I think it's 12-inch.
Ooh.
I think so.
As I say, because they're going to need it because the coil is going to be eating up a bunch of the space on the spider.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the reasons. So when he did the prototype, if I remember right, he had another spider and he just cut out, for the coil. But what?
That is cool.
Oh, is he testing that right now, Aaron? The EM audio? Or didn't he do that the other night? I've been missing.
Yeah, I know. I missed it tonight. I've been religious with their series too. This will be one of those. The second episode I'll have to rewatch.
I know. I messaged Carlos earlier and I said, "Man, is this going to be your regular time? Because I don't want us to fight for views, and I don't really want to. Not that I'm doing anything super spectacular here, but I don't want people that want to watch this show have to miss that. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did that EM audio do for numbers? I should go look at that right now.
I know, I'm curious too.
Base Wars.
I don't know if he'd already posted it yet. Let's see.
What the hell? I keep pushing basewars.com.
I'm just going to his Facebook trying to see if he posted it.
What the hell is that?
He's still live now. So right now it did a 180.86 on 14,900 watts.
What?
I don't know if it blew though. I love that series. I really do.
180.
Yeah, 180.86, single 18 at 14,942 watts. That's the EM Audio 2.5K 18-inch.
Those are rookie numbers. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
man.
kidding.
It hurts me so bad when I see him do he'll put 1 watt of power.
I know.
The thing's 153. It's
yeah.
like, oh man.
It's like 165. It's like
Teach me your watts. Ways.
Dang.
That's nuts.
Man, so they've been putting the price, the MSRP in that post. I didn't realize that DD 9918 is almost $2,000, bro.
Yeah, that was a supercharged one too, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's
and
wild.
They even have the one that's even more expensive. They got the DD, what is it? The
Z4? Yeah.
$10,000 or some shit.
Well, that's like some crazy list price or something, but I guess they're still like $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I couldn't spend that much because like the technology behind or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The science behind these subwoofer motors is changing on like a bi-yearly basis.
Yeah.
Like how they approach it. So it's like go and spend all that money on a motor and then be stuck trying to sell it later. It's like,
yeah. Yep.
It's tough to find that nice happy balance.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's kind of what I like about Sundown is they have everything from the E series all the way up to which now will be the Inhuman once that
there was still so now they fixed it. I feel like a lot with that M series because like when I was shopping around for subwoofers, I almost went with Sundown instead of Phi. My original choice before I looked at any other brands was actually the Sundown XV318 or was the XV2. I can't remember which model it was. But I was looking at it, and it's like the price you spend for that. It's like I'd rather go one step up, and to go one step up is like twice the fucking price.
Yeah, that it is going to be a nice intermediate.
Yeah, they didn't have something in that area, so that bridges that gap. Yep. So that was a really good move for them. And then them doing the Inhumans, is that a limited run thing? Or
yeah, I think they're doing like 200 or 250 or something like
200, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna be many, dude. Think about it. Nobody's gonna.
There's not a huge market for it. I get it. But.
No, for one, like it's almost a 200-pound driver. Like no one's loading 16 of those up in their truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just not gonna happen. For one, you can't load them. So the motor has to be supported. The frame won't.
I remember reading that. Yeah, it won't support the weight of the motor. Yeah,
it won't. So they don't want you to mount them vertically. So they have to be mounted horizontally, and you still have to support the motor.
No flat walls, huh?
No flat walls. Well, so I talked to him about it, and technically, I'm not completely vertical, but pretty much. And I said,
yeah, like angled. Yeah,
but I'm making a ramp in the opening of my enclosure that goes down to a base where it'll be like kind of like this in a way, so the motor can sit up against that.
Slot into it. Yeah, you put like some foam there or something.
It'll bolt up. Well, it'll probably be
to get like an exact fit once that subwoofer like falls in place on the hole, to get that like perfectly fit with only one subwoofer. That's going to be tough.
Yeah,
for me it's easy because I can put one subwoofer in and then mount it and actually build the thing, you know what I'm saying, then take it out to the other side. You only have the one.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm trying to do a plexiglass plate on the back
to show off the back. Yeah, well, what sort of thickness do you got to go for that? Just 3/4 inch
for the enclosure?
For the plexi, if you were going to go for plexi.
The enclosure is probably going to be just 2 layers of plywood.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do like a 3/4 or 1 inch on the plexi.
Okay. Because that's the one thing I haven't really played around with was putting plexi in enclosures. That's one thing I want to start doing more often.
Yeah, you can't go. I mean, I personally haven't done it, but I've done enough looking around, research, and talk to people that do them. And you definitely don't want to go too big without bracing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to do a huge ass window. It's 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch even, and it'll start flexing. So
yeah. It was funny when I was talking about ways of supporting the motors of the subwoofers I have now, because they weigh in at 80, like they're like 90 pounds, like 87.5 pounds. I was asking my father, he's like, dude, he's like, take ratchet straps and ratchet strap the motor. So
Oh,
like,
geez. Lord. Yeah, one inch stick. A lot of people use that, and I know Drew Jones has done a lot with acrylic, and he posted a website. I'll have to find that because that's where I'm ordering mine from. Because otherwise, you go to like the metal supermarkets here or something like that, and it's insane, like $300 for a window for an enclosure. But if you go on that website, it ends up being like $100, $75 or something.
So it's not as bad, yeah.
Yeah, and it's cast acrylic. It's legitimate stuff. So you're not like skimping on quality.
Yeah.
But I want to do that, but I won't know until we get the outer
It's
wall.
one of those things, like, if time permits it.
Well, it's not only time, but it really depends on how the enclosure lays in there, because I'm shooting for 11 cubic feet gross.
Okay.
Because of my tuning, my port's going to take up a ton of space, so I have to go big on my gross, as you know.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what, like 6 foot net, probably somewhere around there.
It'll be like 7.
Oh, going big. Well, yeah, I guess the human's probably gonna call for that. Yeah.
Yeah. The SDDN 7 will be pretty good, I think, for that too. But so depending on how far back my back wall of the enclosure goes, it will depend on how I situate my amps in the trunk. So I'm not going to put a window in if I can't even see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm going to end up covering that window up with amps or something, you won't see it. I'm not even going to waste the time or the money. So hopefully by like Saturday night, we get a good chunk of that done. Maybe Sunday around lunchtime, I'll probably be posting some videos of the progress. Nice. And I'll probably know by then whether or not I can put a window in the enclosure or not. I hope I can, because I want to do a nice white interior on the enclosure and do some LEDs in there and stuff. Maybe some logos, decals. But all right, man. I think we're gonna wrap this thing up.
That sounds about good. That was an hour and a half of some goodness.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you getting on, man. I know you're super busy, but
hey, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, can't wait to see you guys. Again. Yeah, can't wait to see you guys at TDH.
Oh, heck yeah, man. So this year I'm planning for driving to TDH. Gonna actually like show the vehicle there. Made of Steel, I'm just flying down for. Yep. Ruckus and Chill, I will be driving to, and then still looking for like something in between the two, maybe Midsummer, to see what we got going
on. What's Midsummer to you?
Midsummer to me is gonna be like so probably like the beginning of July to the middle of August.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
I want to say there's Speedway Slam in Ohio, which is, I believe it's closer to you than it is. Well,
July 24th, like around that area. All right.
You looked it up?
Ohio. Yeah, I'm looking it up quick. I don't see the post for the next one. Oh yeah, there. I know. Yeah, it still says 2022.
Yeah, that one's pretty big. I know some heavy hitters showed up to that last year, and I know they've been building it up, so that might be an option for you.
Yeah, bookmark it. Look into it.
Heck yeah, man.
All right.
All right, cool, man.
I hope to bump into you multiple times this season.
I hope so, man.
This isn't the last time I'm on this podcast, and not the last time I'm wearing this shirt.
There you go. I appreciate it, man.
And before I leave, again, I hope one day to be floating this.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's in the next 30 days.
It has to be, man. I'm like limited on time here.
I'm saying. See you, Jessica.
Take care.
Down. All right, man. Signing off.
Take it easy.
See ya.